Oh, I just wanted to show off this little, it's a Valor brand kerosene heater that I picked up the other day. I saw that these ones have a blue flame, so I was interested in picking one up, and this one has been up for sale for a long time. I just wasn't really interested in it. But I went and picked it up, and to my surprise, it looks pretty crusty on the inside, but the innards are pretty good. And the first thing I did was like, go through the guts of this thing basically. So, it was like gray paint on it, but it was mostly all peeled off. But everything is in really nice condition. All the brass cleaned up really nice. I spent a bit of time cleaning like the flame spreader, everything. The fuel gauge works great. I actually had to make a new lens for it because the molded piece of plastic it's made out of, like right around the top, it had shrunk, so it wasn't really sealing anything anymore. Yeah, just give it a quick paint job. Although the paint didn't work out, it's wintertime here, and I thought I could quickly paint it, outside and bring it in. But I've never had much luck painting in the cold, and it didn't turn out too nice. So eventually I will give it a quick sanding and another just touch up recoat for the paint. But that was my main focus. When I first got it was cleaning the burner and everything up and getting it working. And surprisingly, the wick that was in this heater, it seems the original wick, it has just a single ladder on the side of it. It's not the full metal band that fits around it. And it was bone dry, not any fuel in it. Like, it was dry as a bone. But surprisingly, the wick is in decent shape for what it is. Like, I just filled it with kerosene, and it appears as though it's now wet with kerosene. So I was about to give it its first fire up. I'm really curious to see how it does. I'm hoping this old wick works the way it's supposed to. It was really rusty. It had all this dirt built up. Like, probably 50 years of dirt was built up on this thing. Well, maybe not 50, but a good amount of dirt and rust. And the wick was actually up about this far, so this is all kind of rust stained on the actual wick, but it's still, it's not degraded or anything, so I'm hoping it works. But actually, surprisingly, the innards of this thing are in nice condition. Well, reasonable condition. And it has the tip over mechanism on it. But the inside and the guts are in great shape. So I'm going to give it its first run and see how it works out. I set that in there gently. Yeah, I hope this works. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, that took off really good. Close this quickly. Oh, shoot, look at that. Oh, sweet. Okay, well, that looks like it's working really well. Wow. That's pretty freaking neat. Definitely has the blue flame. That's... Whoa. Okay. Cool. So that's a blue flame heater, like the Aladdin's, but you know, I gotta get an Aladdin heater now because they have like a 3-inch wick. This is only like 1.75 inches. Oh, that's pretty. That's burning awesome. I bet if I trim the wick, it would make it like perfect. But that's pretty cool. As you can see, the outside needs a bit of paint attention. I mean, this cleaned up. Oh, that's hot already. This cleaned up nice. The porcelain, or what do you call it? The enamel, baked enamel. The top is rough. I'll have to fix that up too. But that's pretty cool. Look at that blue flame in there. That's awesome. That's working great. I am super impressed. And like I said, this one actually has the tip over feature. So you push the little tab in and it locks down, and when it tips over it springs a trap door swings down over top of the flame and snuffs it out. And I tried that over and over again and it worked every time I tried to tip it over before I fired this up. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little crusty on the outside, but the guts are great, and I didn't even have to buy a wick for it. As far as I can tell, it looks pretty good to me. So that's a Valor, what is it? L210 is the model of this one. And I'm super impressed. And it's pumping out the heat. Yeah, that's probably comparable to my Moonlighter series heaters. I have the Sundowner, and it's about the same as that. Probably 8,000, 9,000 BTU coming off of that. I'm excited for that. That's cool. That's a pretty flame. That's what it's supposed to look like from what I've seen. This actually looks really nice. I've seen some that don't look nearly as nice as this. And I bet you this wick is the original wick. This thing doesn't look like it had a whole lot of use before it was stuffed away. And being it's the original type wick with the ladder section on the side, and it was never replaced, it's actual Valor wick. So that's pretty impressive. Well, I just thought I'd show it because there's only a few videos of this particular model, but you know, it doesn't look like much on the outside, but that blue flame makes it really cool. I just thought you guys would want to see it. So it's a Valor L210. Okay, thanks.